Right, good morning everyone. So I've told myself that I'm going to do a wheelbarrow full of plastering every morning, and then I can do my nice woodwork. I've got to get grunt work done. It's really hard to get up in the morning, get motivated to do work like that. I mean, there's just the mud everywhere. It's been wet. We've got 60-mile-an-hour winds coming today, and yeah, see, it's just mud everywhere. Not very good, but yeah, gonna get motivated. I've just done a mix of lime in there, so we're gonna start plastering that wall behind me, get that skim coat on. Right, that's my grunt work done for the morning. 12 o'clock, took me a few hours with mixing and everything, not too bad. Morning everyone. So, time to do a new mix. Plaster. It's good, I can run the mixer now off of my new inverter. Let's get it started up. A bit bored of plastering, so I'm going to get these windows fitted in here. So let's do that today. Right. First thing I'm going to do is just give this a really good coat of a treatment. Just under everything where this window is going to go. This is a water-based treatment. This wood's had quite a while to dry now. It's Douglas fir, so it should be fairly durable, well, the heartwood at least, but the sapwood isn't that durable. Sapwood comes to about here, so eventually you might lose that little bit of it. Just cutting out some bits of trim that will sit up against here. The window can rest against. I need to chew out the back of this a little bit. Gonna get a wet arse. This is not a nice work position to be in. Get one of these windows fitted in, just temporarily, well not temporarily, but just with temporary blocks. Okay, I got the glass panels in, just held in with some blocks, so now I'll trim up the inside and then we'll have to get creative to trim the outside. Obviously that has to be with 2 windows because it goes around a curve, so it's quite difficult to do that with natural materials and stuff, so we'll have to make some pretty creative trims to go around there. So there we go, windows are fitted. Just put some, it's hard to show you because of the light, but just put some basic trim around it. I'm not doing anything too fancy with this. It's already looks quite cool because it goes around the bend and it's got like that elephant's foot type bit of wood in it and so on. But yeah, pretty pleased. Right, hey everyone, just getting this plastering done. Got Ben here helping me, he's just finishing that off over there. I'm getting cleared out, I've got all this stuff moved, just sweeping up, and we're going to do the floor next. Check this out, I thought I'd just show you something. Finally got my award through. 100,000 subscriber award. So yeah, thanks to everyone that's stuck around and been subscribed, especially from guys from the start, and any new people as well. Very proud of that. I never thought that would happen, so that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to get cleaned out in here. Well, mostly we're going to move these 3 heavy things over to one wall, do this floor, and then put them back over here. Yeah, yeah, just get cleaned out, finish that, put the floor in. Okay. Right, Ben's just got that wall done, and he's just doing a bit above the door there. Got most of the stuff tidied out here. We just put the last of the mix on there. This wall is not going to dry because there's a low corner up there, and until the back workshop's done it's going to be damp, so I'm just going to leave that, come back to it once the back workshop's done. That'll be probably next winter before we do that, but I don't care, we'll just get the rest of it done. We're just getting a layer of stone down first, just to stop moisture a little bit. And then we're going to put a nice mix of stone, clay, a tiny little bit of cement on top of that, and that'll be our floor. So I'm going backwards and forwards with the tractor, getting the stone, and Ben's levelling it out, tamping it and stuff. Right, I've just done a little bit of a test patch. It's good. We're using 10 shovelfuls of stone, 4 of clay, and half or so of cement. So it's mostly clay in there and stone, and it seems to be going down well. So yeah, we're going to do a mix. There's a big storm at the minute, a second one in the last week, so it's not that fun. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I got myself a cement mixer. Got it for free. Dot's dad had it, which is really brilliant. So yeah, so we got a mixer. So I'm going to do another mix, and we'll put some more floor down. Oh, it's horrible weather. 2 storms in a week. Big storms too. We had 80 mile an hour last time. There's 70 forecasted later on tonight. not ideal. We've got the old water level technique going again. Cranberry juice in a bit of pipe. A volunteer down that end. And then we just sight down between the two lines to the mark on the stick down there. See how level we are. I don't know if you can see or not, but
put finger on the line.
Yeah, finger on the line please mate. Yeah, so that is actually really close. It's closer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, there we go. That's all you need, no fancy lasers, bit of tube on a stick and a bend.
And cranberry juice.
And cranberry juice. Oh, falling over the wheelbarrow. Alright, we're getting there. About 7 tonne of material in there so far. About halfway. A lot of material. Right, check it out. It's the next day. The floor has hardened up nicely. Well, sufficiently for tamping. So now we go along and tamp, and we'll get all these loose stones and high spots and everything all compacted down nicely. So if you have a look, yeah, there's all these little stones and stuff sticking up. Just come along and tamp it afterwards, and it actually goes quite nice and flat. Flat enough for my purposes anyway. Yeah. Morning everyone. So weather's been absolutely horrific. We've had 2 big major storms, 80-mile-an-hour winds. I've been ill. I'm exhausted, I'm knackered. I caught some sort of virus and it's really taken it out of me. I've lost a load of weight and everything. I just feel really knackered. So yeah, I'm not moaning, I'm getting on with it, but that's why I haven't had a video out for a while. I've still been getting on with stuff, but it has been a real struggle. I've been putting this floor in during a storm and yeah, not ideal, but I can see it in my face that I've lost loads of weight. So yeah, I'm gonna try and eat more and get back strong again. But yeah, just horrible weather again, windy, rainy. I'm just gonna carry on with this floor, try and get a bit done. So I've just laid down the base layer in the section because we moved the tools and stuff out of the way in the bench. Just laid down this base layer. I'm going to start mixing up, carrying on, get this little section filled in on my own today. So see how we get on. And it's done. Oh man, that was hard work. Don't feel very well after doing that. So let that dry a bit or harden up a bit, and then I'll tamp it, blend it all into the other one, and the floor will be done. Right, having the rest of the afternoon off. Right, it is the next morning. So I'm just gonna wet this down. You might be wondering why I don't just trowel it like concrete, and that's because because of the stone size it is. It's a type of stone that will compact, because you've got big stone down to very small stone, so it will compact. But what that means is it doesn't flow like concrete does. So you can't really like trowel it, because you just pick up a big stone and drag it. So the best way is just to do it like this, I think anyway, and then tamp it and get it really compacted. And that way even though it's not got a particularly strong binder, which is the clay, because the stone is getting compacted together, it will actually be very strong and won't need something like straw or anything to hold it together like it would if it was just sand. Sand being a even particle size. This floor would actually be very strong if it was just compacted stone on its own. But with the clay and the little bit of cement, it's actually going to end up being really strong. So let's see what sort of finish we can get. Okay, there we go. So I just smeared like a sandy wet mix over it, just fills in any little holes and things, and then once that all gets walked on and worked on and everything, eventually it will smooth over. Here's a little area I've been standing in to give you an idea of what it will go like. Eventually the little stones will come through and be polished up. It's just going to take a bit of walking on, sweeping and just working, and eventually it will all compact and become like a shiny surface. It's just there's no point in me doing it, trying to do it now, because my feet will do it over the years, and so yeah, save me a load of work. I'd like to have this all dry, get everything in place and all that and done for the video, but I haven't put anything out for a while, and I'm getting a lot of people asking me about if I'm alright if I survive the storms and what have you, so I thought I'd put a video out quickly. So yeah, this can take a couple of weeks to dry, and I'll just keep sweeping and working it, walking over it, and it'll get a nice finish eventually. And over in the corner there, something I'm working on, wind turbine blades, something that will be coming soon. Okay, I'm going to leave this video here, get something out for you lot. Right, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.